everyone, this is Anna from All DIY Crafts, and we're going to be doing another tumbler. I'm going to start with first things first. I take my electrical tape, which for me it works better than painter's tape because it won't get underneath. It doesn't peel up on me. Sometimes I have a hard time with it. This doesn't quite go all the way up to the top, so what I do is I will go around once. And then what I'll do is I'll kind of overlap and go around one more time until they meet. And that way I know I have the very top covered too. And then I will go ahead and cut that and pigtail it down. That way we have it. I am then going to take my little football, I'm going to put it in like so. And we'll get that ready in a second. I'm going to be coating it with Rust-Oleum flat white. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just clean it off with a little bit of alcohol. It doesn't matter what your percentage is. Just make sure you get all the way around the cup. I'm actually going to cover the whole cup, and that's why I'm not too concerned about taping this part off here. So we're going to go ahead and go outside and cover the cup. We'll be back. Okay, so now that our tumbler is spray painted and prepped, we're going to go ahead and do like my way of doing it. I'm going to spray Loctite onto the tumbler. I'm going to let it sit for 6 minutes, and then I'm going to apply silver glitter, and I'm also going to be using Funfetti by Fairy Tale Glitters. So we'll go ahead and get our cup sprayed, and we will wait the 6 minutes. Okay, so we are now at our 6-minute mark. So I'm going to go ahead and take the tumbler, and we're now just going to start putting our silver glitter. This glitter, I believe I just got from Michael's. And of course, if I have some light patches in there, I'm going to go ahead and I will just respray with Loctite and then just redo it. I will be sealing this and putting epoxy on after I do a second coat. And then what I want to do here is I will always kind of stomp it down there so I can get good coverage on the bottom. We're doing pretty good here. I'm gonna see if I can get a couple of, I could just pour it right back in the bottle, but I figured while it's still a little wet, I'll just go ahead and find the spots that I'm missing. Make sure I have pretty good coverage. All these like little spots. It's hard to see because it's a silver glitter. It's a fine glitter. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start rubbing. I have paint from another project earlier. Actually, that's pretty good coverage. I don't think I need to do a second coat. That's pretty good there. I don't know if you can see that. I don't think I need a second coat. I guess there maybe we could put some here. I really don't think I need a second coat. I think we're good. Okay. What I do want to do though is I do want to put the funfetti in. So I am going to do a little bit of a second coat down here. I'm going to wait the 6 minutes and I'm just going to place the funfetti. I'm not going to use a lot, just a little bit on the bottom here, just to add a little bit more color. This is a tumbler for a friend of mine who they're growing mustaches in October. That's what they do. So I thought I'd make him a tumbler for fun. Anyway, let's go ahead. I'll re-Loctite, wait 6 minutes, and then we'll do this bottom part here. Okay, and now for this, since it's a specialized glitter, I'm going to use gloves. I'm not going to actually put any back because I have silver down there, but I don't want to pour it on. I'm just going to sprinkle it on. So our second coat of Loctite's on. This is great. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to try to sprinkle it on a little bit. See if I can get it to stick. And I'm just going to reuse what falls. This just looks like such a fun glitter. And then since I have my gloves on too, what I'm gonna use this opportunity to make sure all the glitter is flat. I want most of the glitter that I have, I want it mostly down here on the base of the cup. I'll put a little bit up higher, but I'm just gonna make sure it's kind of flat. And I will sprinkle some all around the cup. And while I'm doing that, making sure that the gray glitter is flat too. Then I will seal this. And then we will go ahead and epoxy it. Okay, and that's it. Okay, so our Loctite is pretty dry, and this is how the cup looks. This is going to go into a separate little jar of just various glitters. I'm using this opportunity to go around and make sure everything's lying flat because this is a chunkier glitter that I put on top. I'm going to go ahead and seal it, and then we'll go ahead and let that dry, and then we'll go ahead and put our first coat of epoxy on before we put our decal on. Okay, and for the next part of this tutorial, I've already made a little bit of a design here in Design Space. The stash with the word in it was in the library already. It was part of the subscription, so that was great. The fonts that I used, the word less is Canvas Regular, and the block font is Chip Decor. And so I basically measured the cup, and I went ahead and got these all together here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Make It, and we're going to print it out in black. And we will be back. Okay, so this has been epoxied. I have a little piece of electrical tape to help me mark where I'm going to be putting the other side of the design. I went ahead and I printed it out in black Oracle permanent vinyl. Again, it wouldn't matter if you used permanent or temporary just because you're going to be epoxying over it. But before you're going to put it on the cup, you want to make sure that the cup is clean. So I take a little bit of alcohol and just make sure that there's no oils or anything. I've actually had a vinyl lift up on me because I guess that there was a little bit of oil on it. So we're going to go ahead. We will center it right about there. I'm going to start in the middle. And we're going to go slowly. And a little bit of the S came up there. There. You want to be careful of those little pieces inside the letters. And again, this is October stash that the EMS do. What they do is it's apparently sports for charity, and I believe the police officers do it too. And basically, they just grow a mustache for the whole month of October. And then the rest of us who work with them kind of give them a hard time about it, but it's all in good fun. So, less stash, more glitter. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the middle here and I'm just going to mark it here, just so I know where the middle is here. Again, I'm going to go ahead and this time it's going to have his name here. So what I do is I put this right on top of my transfer carrier sheet there. That way it doesn't pick anything else up. Sometimes it still does, but it is what it is. So I have my middle marked, and I'm going to try to keep it as middle as I can here. Again, we're going to go down. Just make sure you don't pick up any pieces of the insides of the letters. I don't think I really have any on this part of it. Okay, now this is going to get one more coat of epoxy, and then it will be ready to give. You can use this part for later. I'll have to re-put my electrical tape on. But there you go. Okay, everybody, I hope you liked this tutorial. Please hit like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Have a good week.